Hi, friends. Welcome back to Wishy Love Podcast. I'm Marilyn.
And I'm Jasmine.
And nice to have you here. Happy October, spooky season, all that good stuff. How have you been during this October? Have you went to a pumpkin patch? I haven't went to a pumpkin patch.
No, and I was actually just thinking about that the other day. I was like, what were our fall bucket list? Remember we talked about that?
I think we did, yeah.
And then I'm like, I haven't even done it.
Actually, we haven't done a fall bucket list this October. It was last October.
Maybe we haven't done it then.
Yeah, I think just off camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So instead of a bucket list, maybe we could talk about what we have done.
I've literally done one thing.
Well, you want to share?
Sure. I went to Oogie Boogie Bash, which on Halloween, we'll probably share that as my Halloween picture because I work on Halloween. But it was really fun. So it's pretty much a Halloween party at Disneyland, specifically Disney California Adventures. And you literally do trick-or-treating and you see villains that you don't normally see and interact with them. There's a Halloween parade, a Halloween trail that's really cute and spooky. And so it's one of my favorite events to go to. And next year, I'm not planning on renewing my annual pass just because I don't agree with a lot of things Disney's doing right now. But I still love Disney. But I think that's something that I would still spend my money on is to do Oogie Boogie because I think it's a lot of money, I will say, but it's a unique experience, different than just buying a ticket for the park. So it's nice.
Mm-hmm. I have yet to do Oogie Boogie, but I did do the Sweethearts Night.
Oh, that's right.
And so I think kind of similar, right?
Yeah, where it's a special thing.
Yeah.
For that holiday.
And I do remember when we went, it was either we ride the rides or we enjoy the experience.
It's the experience.
Yeah.
I think we went on one ride, Cars, but I was that was my first time on Oogie Boogie going on a ride. We usually never go on a ride. The experience is doing everything that they don't have normally, you know?
Yeah. I love that. And she was able to take her boyfriend, Anthony, which is really nice. I know when she sent me the photo, you guys, I was like,
what?
He's there? Oh my gosh. How was that experiencing Disney again with him?
Oh, yeah. So for those who don't know, I don't think I've ever shared my relationship story because he hasn't been on the pod yet, but I met him at Disneyland. So Disneyland is very special to us, but I think I burnt him out the first year because I was a Disneyland vlogger. So I went every single week for sure, but sometimes multiple times a week. And so I think I burnt him out. So it was a long time that we haven't went together to Disneyland. We went to Walt Disney World in April. So it was really nice and just holding him and seeing him experience it for the first time too was really nice. Even though I feel like he's my kid. Let me show you this. Oh, we're going to do that later. Oh, don't go over there. Let's do this. Okay. Or even food. I was you don't want to get food from downtown Disney. We need to get food in the parks because they have special Oogie Boogie food. Mm-hmm. He's oh, okay. So yeah, it was really nice going with him, of course. And I just, it was really nice. But what's the one thing you did for the October season?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I love that for you. So excited for you to share
We need
the
to do a double date at Disneyland. We need to do that. Yeah. Maybe in the springtime because August is way too freaking hot. I'm not doing it. I'm not buying a ticket in August. But December, next October, next December or this December or next October is the best time to go, I feel.
Yeah.
It's too hot during August, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we stick to that and we plan our double.
I'm sure it'll come
Disney
one day.
Date. Yes. But yeah, fall has been really busy. So I agree. Haven't really done much things. I would say, I guess my two things would be I have been drinking pumpkin spice. I know that we've talked about that and have had some.
Actual PSL?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And some products my sister-in-law just got me this really good pumpkin loaf from a farmer's market. Mm-hmm. So I had that. And then if you guys remember way back in September, I had posted the cream cheese and the bagels from Trader Joe's. So I think it was just the cream cheese that I posted, but I have had that. So I'll count that as something this fall. And I will say my second one is, if you guys have been part of our podcast community for a while now, you guys remember that every year we tend to do like a party bus to celebrate for like Halloween, like the Halloween weekend. This year will be the first year that we're not doing a party bus, but we are still going out. So I'm excited to dress up at least for that and just have a good time with like friends.
I think it's good too because, you know, we're adults. Halloween this year lands on a Thursday. So it's not like we can do much on actual Halloween. So I think it's good to dedicate a day of celebrating that's Halloween. Like, for example, Oogie Boogie was my Halloween. Like, I feel like Halloween finished for me personally.
Because you dressed up.
I dressed up and I trick-or-treated. So, but that's good. Like, it's important to celebrate. We're big on holidays, but to celebrate holidays, even as an adult.
Yes. We finalized our costumes.
Oh, yeah. So what are you going to be?
I am going to be Remy, the rat from Ratatouille.
Oh, my God. No way.
Yeah.
Are you getting a huge, like, rat costume?
No.
Oh.
I'm making it, like, cute. I got rat ears and a tail, and I'm going to wear, like, a gray dress or, like, a gray skirt.
He's blue.
Oh. Well, the ears are gray. I'm over here trying to make it cute. Marilyn's trying to make me
blue.
Disney. I'm not like a Disney Remy. I'm like a
you're a rat.
Cute rat Remy. Yeah. Not Disney. But
damn. I was really hoping you were gonna be like an actual I thought like, you know, like you meet like a character. I thought you were gonna wear one of those suits.
No.
Not
cute for me. Sorry.
She's like a cute mouse. Yeah. I was envisioning like the real thing. Because he's one of my favorite characters. So I was like, no fucking way. Yeah. Like, you're going to be Remy?
No.
Dude, because Anthony, for work, he's dressing up for Halloween. I know. He wouldn't, remember how I told you that? He would never, funny.
This is the face for you. Okay.
The what?
Side-eye.
Yeah, no, your coworkers asked you and now you want to dress up.
What is he dressing up as?
He's wearing, so they're all wearing onesies. And he is going to be Eeyore. And so I can show you a picture. I would not post this. It's embarrassing. But he put it on and I immediately felt like I was at Disneyland. And I was like, and I was like, can I hug you? And he's like, sure. And I hugged him. And I thought that's what you were going for, like Remy. Like, I thought you were going to have the fur and everything.
No.
And oh my gosh, he looked like Eeyore. It was so cute.
So funny.
No, yeah. It even has his like mouth right here. I'll show you a picture. But it was very cute. And he was so soft. And his little bun style is like. I was like, oh my God. Because he's my favorite. One of my favorite characters is Eeyore and Remy. And so, yeah. So, but anyways, Remy. And then he's going to be Linguini.
Yeah, he'll be the chef.
So. Why not Emile? He should be the Emile.
I did not pick the costumes.
Why the fuck are you Remy and not like the girlfriend?
Because okay, so basically every
He's like,
year,
no, you're gonna be the rat.
Right. Every year we alternate costumes.
Right.
So last year was my pick. And
Barbie
so last
and Ken.
year I picked Barbie and Ken. And so this year he wanted to be the chef. And he was like, you could be the rat. And I was like, okay. And I was like, how can I make it cute? And then I went on TikTok and I saw girls made it cute.
Okay.
And I was like,
did you already buy the dress though?
I ordered it. It hasn't came in.
I was going to say,
it hasn't come in yet.
It is blue.
If you can find something for next week.
No. Probably on Amazon, maybe.
Full. Then maybe I can modify it.
It's like a light baby blue. He's like a blue.
We'll have to show. There is like a rat costume, exactly like Remy.
Yeah.
But it was for guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was envisioning.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm going out to bars, Marilyn.
That's true.
I didn't
think about it. When you said Remy, I just imagined Remy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
but still,
a different version of it.
Cool.
But yeah.
Love it.
So I'm excited for that. Those are my two big fall things. Just trying to enjoy the last little bit of pumpkin spice.
Right.
And
no, I know.
Halloween. Yeah, going out next week. It's really exciting.
That's good.
I'm curious to know how we usually go to like LA for like the bar scenes on Halloween.
Right.
So this is the first time we're seeing a little bit more local. So
local's better, really I feel like.
To see, what the vibe is going to be like. Or
that's good.
Yeah.
Love it.
But yeah.
So this, even though that felt like an opener, this episode is our Song of the Month opener. And so if you haven't been listening, every month we share something that, like a tune that we've been like putting on replay, like our song, like when it's done, we replay it type of thing, you know? So comment down below your Song of the Month. Yeah. But we'd love to hear, what was your Song of the Month, Jazmine?
Yeah. So my song, if you guys listened last month, I had mentioned that I had an album.
Right. And we did an album of the month last time. Mm-hmm.
And so this was Sabrina Carpenter's new album. And it was to this day, clearly, I am still listening to Short and Sweet. So I will highlight now a new song that's been pretty much on replay for a while, but it's Juno.
And that's a good one.
It's so cute and it's so good. And I love how she performs it now that she's on tour.
Oh, yeah.
Which also, you guys pray for me because I really want to see her so bad. Tickets are just really expensive. So we're going to do a wild card and we are going to just show up to Staples Center day of and just... That's the plan, at least for now, unless we find it cheaper online. But we're just going to show up and just see what we can buy and just
You can do that?
in. There's always like people outside selling tickets.
Outside? What if it's not real?
Well, I'd probably go and get it verified first. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I know. Or at least wait till day of to see if they like drop.
Online. Because sometimes that happens, yeah.
Yeah.
Me and my friend were talking about going too, but I was like, dude, I feel like they're going to be expensive. I didn't even look.
Yeah, they're like $300 all the way on the top.
I'm good. Unless you're Ariana Grande, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm good.
Because
I like all the songs. It's worthy of like going.
Yes.
Because we listen. Because when you go to a concert, you want to be able to sing every song type of thing. And this one, we could. Yeah. But it's like, money-wise, like...
If you want to join us.
I don't know, $300.
No, not $300, but... As it goes down, we'll...
If you buy it online and you send me a screenshot, like, are you down? I'll see if it's worth it.
Okay.
I'm like...
Maybe we can convince Anthony, because Angel's going.
No, Anthony's not going.
Oh, he doesn't know. Okay, well, then me, you, and Angel can go.
I played the album, and he only liked, like, please, please, please. Like the hits type of thing. Mm-hmm. So, no, he wouldn't enjoy himself. And I like having my own experience, I'm going to be real. I don't like worrying about if he's bored or something. Like, I don't want to worry. It's like a kid. Like, I don't want to worry about it. But I told him, I was like, we need to go to Ice Cube concert. I was like, you know Ice Cube songs? And he's like, you know. And he's like bruh. So we'll see. But I do want to go to concert with Anthony, but probably something that he knows the songs type of thing. Yeah. Not just one song.
Yeah. My man is... Deep down, he's a girly king. Pop on the low.
Pop king.
He's like, loves Sabrina Carpenter.
Dude.
And especially when we're together, he plays music. So we usually play the album. And it's so funny because he was literally saying the other day, he was like, I'm going to be so embarrassed if she pops up on my Spotify list because of how
Spotify
much
rap.
Yeah, because of how much we listen to her. Yeah. So
that's funny, dude. Well, hey, Angel popped up on my Spotify, my Apple rap.
That's right.
Last year.
Yeah. How funny.
Yeah. We'll see. Yeah. I'm curious as to what's going to pop up on mine because I feel like I go in phases and I play a lot of stuff. So I'm like, I don't know what stood out the most to the streaming service.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Okay, so Juno,
Sabrina Carpenter.
My favorite line from that song is like, God bless your dad's genetics. I love that line because my man looks like his dad. So I feel that line. I'm like, oh, handsome.
What about yours,
Marilyn? Good song. I've been also listening to Sabrina Carpenter a lot too. Like to the point where I'm like getting bored of it. I'm like, damn, like I need to switch up my music because these car rides, I'm just like so bored. But as of recently, a song that I've been putting on repeat, like today, like every song. So I always want to listen to it. And it's called Firm Foundation. It's another Christian song. That with the More Than Able song is a song that I've been putting on repeat. But I think the words of Firm Foundation have been just really prevalent in my life right now. And it's by Cody Carnes or Carnes. Carnus, I think it is. But pretty much it talks about like when everything around me is shaken, I've never been more glad because I put my faith in Jesus. And so he is the firm foundation of my life. And so just like kind of giving it to him, and it's saying this one line, like I scream, like literally my throat is like trash, but it says, he's been faithful through generations. So why would he fail now? He won't. And in the end, they're like, he won't. Like they scream it. And it's so good because I just feel that, like I said, it's just prevalent in what I'm going through right now personally. And so it's a song that's like gets me through the day and reminds me of God's blessings when I feel unblessed type of thing. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. I think you just even mentioning that one line, like I was kind of like, ooh, like that's deep. Like that's good. Like I felt it. Yeah.
It's so good.
I'll have to check it out.
After this episode, I'm going to play it. Dude, that shit puts me to tears. Like, I'm like, why do I doubt him? Like, why? Every time you've prevailed, like, what's different now? Yeah. Nothing. Yeah. So I just love it. So that's like been my song of like that one. And then after that, I play More Than Able, which is just like a banger, dude. Like that song's so good. Hence why, like, I think this Sunday, I'm going to go to church. Well, I go to church every Sunday, but lately I've been doing the online services because I've been so exhausted. But I want to go in person because there's nothing like praising and worshiping in person. Yeah. It's really just therapeutic for me. So I'm excited. And they play that song at church. So that's where I found it. Yeah. So, yeah.
How exciting. Yeah. Well, I hope you guys take a listen if you haven't already
to either songs,
both of ours or one or the other. And like Marilyn said, comment below.
Yeah, like your song.
What song has been your song of the month this October?
I'm sure you're more leaning towards Sabrina Carpenter. I feel like everyone's listening to that right now. So if so, what's the song out of that album that you're listening to? They're all good.
Or if you go to church, maybe.
Or maybe, yeah. Maybe you know that song. You're like, oh, yeah.
Or if not, you could put your church on that.
Yeah, put your church on it. Put your worship team. Have you ever heard this song?
Yeah.
Play this next Sunday. No, yeah. That's good. Yeah. Okay, so Jazmine has a message for us in this podcast episode, and I'm so excited to talk about it. So hit it, Jazmine.
Yes. All right. So for today's message/episode, I wanted to share first about this post that I had seen on social media that really stood out to me. Unfortunately, I can't read it line by line. Marilyn's here is my witness. I really tried to look for it on my saved, on my likes, and the person had deleted it. And that's okay because I can still remember, not word by word, but essentially what it means. And I definitely want to share it with you guys so that we can all take some time to reflect on this because, it really stood out to me. But as I was scrolling on social media, I was on Instagram looking at everyone's stories, and I had seen someone repost this post. And essentially what it was saying was, if a person could not speak, how would their actions make you feel? Again, if a person could not speak, think about your loved ones, a friend, a partner, anything you can, anyone near you. If they could not speak, how would their actions make you feel? And so when I had come across it, I think I swiped up and I was like, this is so like, wow, like, thanks for reposting this or whatnot. And like, I hearted it. And then it really had me like thinking just about just life and like really grasping that message and that concept. And I wanted to take some time to share it with you guys because really it all comes down to this mentality of, okay, we've talked about this in previous episodes. There's only so much an I'm sorry and I love you goes. There's only so much that certain words can go or what they actually mean. I think oftentimes as human beings, we tend to repeat sometimes certain words and it just slips out of our mouths because we're so used to saying it, right? Like, how many times do we say I'm sorry? Like, we're not perfect. We obviously make mistakes. We've obviously have used that word probably since we were little kids, like the word I'm sorry. But as we continue to get older and as we continue to view things differently, I think your actions truly mean a lot more than just words. And it really does come down to, it's so easy for someone to say I'm sorry, but how are their actions reflecting their true, like what they're saying? Yes, like what, or the same thing of like, we had talked about this on a previous episode, the idea of respect, right? You cannot tell me and the words come out of your mouth, I love you, and then you make me feel, your actions make me feel otherwise. Your actions do not make me feel loved. Your actions make me feel like I'm not important to you, or that I'm not loved properly or entirely by you. And so I don't know, like I said, I thought it was just really powerful, the way of thinking, like just anyone around your life, like you can just think of, or any situation in your life that you've gone through, whether that be recently or something in the past. Does their actions, like how do their actions make you feel? Like truly, like does your friend make you feel like you're their friend? Do you feel like you're do you truly feel that what they do makes you feel like you're appreciated as a friend and loved and wanted as a friend? Or is it just a label that's thrown around or posted on like social media? Does your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, do they make you feel loved? Or are we just posting that we love them when deep down, like their actions aren't reflecting that and we don't really feel like we're loved? So yeah, I don't know. I feel like just really, it's a really powerful way of just reflecting and thinking, like actions truly do mean more than words. And just remembering that, like the next time you get into like an argument, or you get into a discussion with a friend, or a misunderstanding, or even just a hangout, the next time you hang out with someone, really sit down and think like, how did this make me feel? How do they make me feel? And is that what I want in my life? Or is that something I want to continue to feel, aside from just the conversation itself and the words that come out? But yeah, I don't know. There's not really a question per se, but maybe, I don't know if you want to just share your thoughts on like this message or these words.
Yeah, more of a conversation. Yeah. I think this one hit me in different spots, and correct me if I get off track. Like last time I accidentally like was talking about something. Wait, I'm talking about vocation, not gifts. And I'm like, oh. So correct me if I'm going off track. But the first thing I thought of was, of course, my precious Mickey, my dog, and how dogs, animals in general, are a perfect example of, they can't speak to you, but they show you that they love you. They show you that they care for you. They protect you. They guide you and all these things. And so I think animals are, that was what I said when he passed away. I was like, he's the only person in my life, honestly, to be very honest, that has never disappointed me. And that has always like been there for me when I needed him. And so it's like, I think thinking of different people in my life of like you call me your best friend, but am I your best friend type of thing. You call me your friend, but am I actually your friend? You say you love me, but do you love me? Like, do you really love me? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've been thinking about that a lot lately, honestly, lately. Mm-hmm. And this is what one of the episodes in the future episodes it's going to touch on this. But, I was telling Brielle the other day, I really miss Rochelle. Like, I don't know why. Hopefully I'm starting my period soon or something, but I feel very emotional as of lately. But like my best friend, Renee, she's going through tough times right now. So I understand the distance, because when you're mourning, oh God, you can't even be there for yourself, let alone other people, And I just feel like, and I don't know, maybe you feel like this. I don't know if this is a universal girl thing, but I know Rochelle feels the same way I do. But it's like, we have a lot of friends. We have great friends, but I think I and she as well, I feel like I just love people more than they love me. I don't know. And so it's like, yeah, it's hard for me to like take actions into consideration of like not listening to what they say, because sometimes all I got is what you say, type of thing. So it's like, if I only took action, that would like wipe out almost everybody, you know? Because it's like, yeah, I just wish I had like a best friend that like I could like see often, like confide in for anything, or like they call me too, like not just me call them, but them call me, like you know, be sisters. Like I yearn for that companionship of like womanhood and like sistership and all that stuff. And I feel like as of lately, I feel very lonely, of like I miss my best friend, but I know she's in a time of healing. So I feel that void in my life. And so it's important, I think, to, you know, look at each relationship like you're saying and make sure that these people are aligning with what they're saying through their actions. But it's hard because I also know, like, hey, not everybody can be there for you, because some people can't be there for themselves, or like some people have a lot going on and they don't have time for you realistically, or some people, they love you but they're like, oh, but I love this person more, not you, and you don't say that, but you're like, this person has more value in my life than you, so my time, my energy, my friendship is going to go more to this person. So it's like understanding people's circumstances as well, like, and even like parents, like they say certain things, but you know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going off track, but yeah.
No, not at all. And this is crazy because this is the first time I'm hearing this from you.
Really?
Yeah. Like this is a new
side of me.
No, like a new feeling that you're having.
I've had it for a long time.
Like you've never shared it.
I mean, like, what are you gonna say?
Yeah.
You know, like, what are you gonna say? Like, I want a best friend. Like, I don't know. You know?
But I think you even saying that, like, it kind of makes me think of like my actions and like how I can be a better friend for you.
I mean, like I said, people, you can't expect people to be there like how you're there, type of thing. And I'm sure maybe you've experienced that with friends yourself. Like, I'm always there. I try to reach out to you, but you don't to me, type of thing. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you felt that. That's why I'm saying I feel like it's like a universal thing. But I think because my two closest friends like have been at arm's length type of thing, not on purpose, just because of life circumstances, distance, mourning, etc. It's like I feel it immensely now, type of thing. Yeah. And I've told Anthony about it, and that's why I say your boyfriend's not everything. Like you can't just sustain off of one person. I don't believe that. I think you need your siblings. I think you need your best friends. I think you need your sisterhood, your lover. I think you need so many different people in your life. As of me personally, because I'm a social person, I know there's people that they're like, I don't even want anybody around me, but I'm not that type of person. Like, I love people. I love companionship. I love being there for people. Like, your problem is my problem. Like, that's the type of person I am.
Yeah.
Well,
But
I don't hold any grudges against my friends or anything like that.
Yeah. No, but this is really... yeah, making me reflect on like your response to it and stuff. But
yeah.
Well, I mean, I would like to hope that your two closest friends, despite of the circumstances and distance, that their actions still reflect that they love you. You know?
Yeah.
Despite of the circumstance or the circumstances, I guess. Yeah,
of course. And you know, I think that's why it's like I'm giving them their time, because you know they're working hard in school and they're doing and I know that's why I was saying I know Rochelle feels the same way I do. I know she's like, I wish Marilyn lives here because we'd see each other every Wednesday. We'd have lunch together. I know we would do that. And that's why it's like for her, it's just literally because she lives 2 states away or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's why I yearn for that, and I just don't have it right now. Something that I pray for, but it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think even tying it back to you, I think you, like, instead of you, like, your actions definitely show how much you love them.
Yeah.
And, like, I hope, like that's what I'm, like, going back to, like, this message and whatnot.
Right.
Like, you knowing that that they're not accessible, and you knowing that, you know, one of your best friends is going through a really tough time right now, and that they need space. I think you respecting that and knowing that and acknowledging that and honoring it, I think that says a lot about, again, you and, like, what we're meaning here of, like, you're not saying anything, but your actions are showing it.
Right. Like, I know that's what you need.
Yeah. I don't need to tell you that. Right. I'm just going to step back and show you that I understand.
Yeah.
And that goes way, I think, far more. And hopefully one day, Renee, you listen to this, because I think that shows, like, how much you love her and how your actions say that. I
think it would break their heart listening to this, because they'll be like, oh my gosh, Marilyn, no. But I'm like, I know it's like, it's not like, I'm not putting the blame on them. I'm just saying, like, how I feel as of right now, as of late of my life. But I've been feeling this for a while now, I will be honest. But as of lately, it's been more prominent because, and I'm going to get into this in another episode, I've just noticed that my life is very lonely. Like, I live by myself. I work by myself. I'm a professor, so I don't have coworkers. I don't see my boss. I'm just by myself, see my students, go home, lesson plan. Like, it's all by myself. I don't have a gym buddy. I go by myself. So it's always by myself, and I'm a very social person. That's what fuels me. And so I started to feel it when summer came to an end, and I started getting into grind mode of work, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I'm not seeing anybody type of thing. I think it just really, really hit once the fall started.
Yeah.
But I was even thinking, even during the master's program, I didn't feel this because I would go to my work with school. So when I'd go to school, or even my work at the time, I had coworkers, I had my cohort, I had people.
Do you think?
Yeah.
And I think we're going off a little bit off tangent here, but it's okay.
Okay.
Because we just kind of chat with whatever we're feeling, whatever we're thinking.
Right.
But you're making me wonder and think. Right. And I have a question for you. Do you think this is post-grad depression? Because I do think that's real. And I know that I personally
went through that,
went through it. And I even shared it here on the pod of how tough it was. I think yours is the social that you're, like, really wanting again. And like you said, like, you're going through a really stressful time. Right. But it was still getting ready to go to class and, like, I see my friends. Study. Yeah. Versus now it's like routine by myself. By yourself. Right. Yeah. Which I remember feeling back when I graduated, because it was like, I don't have my sorority anymore. I don't have my club. It was truly just clock in, clock out. Okay. And then start the next day. Clock in, clock out. Do you think that might be
maybe it is that? I don't know.
Like,
maybe. Like, it's possible. But then last semester,
it's a different type of stress now.
But last semester I wasn't in school. I haven't been in school for almost a year now. So,
but you have more classes now?
Yeah, I'm working more now. Maybe. If it sounds similar to what you experienced, I don't know.
Just maybe. I don't know, a thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Weird. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so I've been just praying about it. And like I said, I'm not the type of person to be like telling people like, hey, I want to be closer to you. Like, I'm just like, if they want to, they would, because I feel like I put myself out there enough where I tell them like text me, or I try to call them, or like, you know, I feel like I put myself out enough. And if they don't bite, it's like, I'm not going to like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just I don't know. Like I said, you're making me think of my friend, like our friendship now.
It's
Marilyn.
It's okay.
Oh. I know, like for me, maybe this is a conversation you should have with everyone.
Really?
Yeah. Like, hey, this is how I feel. I'm like, I don't know. Like maybe they're like, I know with me, it's like I'm always just running.
Right.
I feel like I'm always running. Like I never have like
a moment to think
or to just sit, or like it's really rare for me to like answer phone calls and like talk or like hang out. Like I really have to like plan in advance.
Yeah, you should see her planner. It's like
and the little time that I do, I try, but I don't know. And then like maybe just it's nice. I think it's super valid for you to share how you're feeling though. And like,
but like I don't want to be a burden to anybody.
No, because then I think it makes others, it kind of goes back to like, I think we discussed about this too. Like, I wouldn't know this was how you're feeling because in my thought process, like I know like one thing, for example, is like, to me, Angel's like my best friend. Yeah. Like that's like my like he's just, and everyone's different. I don't think he's my only person that I like hang out with. No, yeah. But I do think like he is the one person I like call for everything, and like I'm on the phone with him and like do things with him. Right. But if you're like not that type, that's not your style, then like it's like cool, like kind of finding that. Okay, well, how can I don't know. I just think you should share this.
No, me and Anthony call every single day, multiple times a day. Every time he has a break or I have a break, we call. And I do consider him my best friend. I think the difference, like I had said earlier, is sisterhood. It's different than a man. I've realized that too, because I used to have only guy best friends. And now I only have girl best friends now as of this moment. I don't have any boy best friends anymore. But it's different with women. It's like there's this bond that unites you together that only women can understand certain things. And I think, of course, like your partner, they're there for you for everything, right? Things that maybe you don't even feel comfortable telling your best friend or anybody. They're there for those vulnerable moments, but I feel like it's different with women. Like I think it's important to have that solid women friendship. Yeah. 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 At least that's how I feel. Yeah. Yeah. Different. Yeah. But I definitely have I talk to Anthony every day and stuff, but I'm like craving that girlship. Like I was talking to my friend Kimberly last night for like almost 3 hours. And like, I feel like we needed that. Like, I feel like we needed to like laugh and talk about stupid shit and talk about like it's different with girls. Like, I don't know how to further explain it, but just, girlhood or sistership or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Different.
Well, I think going back to this topic. Yeah. I would like to show you my actions instead of my words. And so after we finish this podcast, I'd like to book time with you for the rest of it's really, because I think, I know I'm a one person where like, because I move so quick, I say things and then things slip or things happen. So I think because I want to share this message and how powerful it was for me, and I want to prove to you, because I love you and you're my friend, I would like to prove with my actions that I do want to make you feel heard and loved. And I have my calendar over there and I vow, like tell you,
promise.
Let's do it then. Oh, okay. I want to make you feel like my actions are going to show otherwise. And maybe it might not be phone calls all the time because that's just not how I roll. Yeah. But putting things on the calendar in advance, I'd love to do that.
Thank you.
So I love you.
I love you. Oh, well, thank you for hearing me, because you could have been like, like, I don't know. Could have got a negative reaction or something.
No, not at all.
I think my problem is that I feel like a burden to everybody. So I'm like, I don't want to bother them. Yeah. Type of thing. No. But thank you. Yeah, I like this message because I think it's important to like, if you say something, try to show it too. You know, I feel like my biggest love language is words of affirmation. So like when you tell me something, like I feel it more than like gift receiving or things like that. As of this point in my life, when I was younger, gift receiving was my number one love language. But I think, of course, it goes hand in hand. Like you can't just keep saying things and then like not back that up with action. And I think, yeah, I'm trying to think of, I guess maybe I need to say more. Maybe, I don't know. I think there's always room to grow in each person. But maybe I just have to vocalize how I feel with my friends. But I'm like, I don't know how to do that. I'm not gonna text you that. Like that's like you're like at lunch and like, oh my God, here's a long text. Like what's going on?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think we're all adults and hopefully like as we get older, like this is more of just communication. And it's not a how dare she say that or like I don't, you know, like this is more of a like how I'm feeling, like genuinely, like this is my real IRL like reaction. Like I wouldn't know that's how you were feeling. Like, you know, and I'm glad that you shared it with me here. Like it just like I said, it really made me like think like, dang, like I wouldn't have known that or I didn't know that. And again, going back to like what I was saying, like I'm not just going to tell you, like, I hear you. I want to show you, like, I hear you. Like, I want to, like, be there for you more.
Thank you. Yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's really sweet. And same for you if you ever need me. Like, I'm that type of person, like, if you are my friend and you're listening, you already know this, or maybe you know, now you know. I am that type of person where, like, oh, you did this the other day. Can I call you? And I don't care what I'm doing. I'll be like, even... You know, one of my best friends, she called me. I was teaching and I was like, I need to step out. Like, I'm just that type of person where it's like, you need me. And like, if I can, I will be there through call or through text or voice memo. And so I feel like I'm not just that type of person with anybody, my siblings, anybody, you know? And so it's hard because not many people match me. And so I'm like, oh, am I just like a lot or something? Like maybe I just give too much or like I love too much or like am I too needy? Like I start overthinking of like, oh, if nobody is matching me, I'm like, damn, am I just doing too much type of thing? You know what I mean? Like I just don't know. I'm going to talk to my therapist about it because I never talked to her about that before, but see what she says. I'm sure it has something to do with childhood trauma or something like that. I'm sure it always reverts back to trauma.
Childhood.
It always does. Every time she says something, I'm like, you know what? You're right. So we'll see what she says. And if there's any lessons with that, then I'll share it here.
Yeah. Well, what a powerful episode. I
think sure.
This was very...
It got too deep. Like, I was not expecting to share that on here.
No.
Not this, no.
Or how it all, but I love it. I think there's a lot of lessons that we kind of can learn from this episode. And like, we learned, like, you know, like, I think it was really good. I think
talk to your friends,
share how you feel, and look at how they respond, I guess.
Yeah.
Goes back to that. How are they just going to say, I hear you, or are they going to show you, like, I hear you. Like, let me show you that. So, what a powerful episode. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys take some time to reflect and really think about how you're feeling and how the people around you are feeling.
For sure.
How you're making people feel and how the people around you make you feel. So
yeah, because we're all in our own world. Yeah. So, I'm sure that, like, you're doing your own thing. You're not thinking about how, well, I do, but like most people, I don't think about how other people are feeling. Like, but yeah. Like I was even thinking the other day, I'm like, oh, I haven't texted this person. I hope they're not like, I hope they don't feel like I don't love them, or hopefully I don't feel like I think about that stuff. Like, I'm like, oh no, like I should send them a text, or like I should remind them that I love them, or like, you know, things like that. Like, but I don't know. But I'm sure there's somebody listening that's like, oh, I'm like Marilyn, like it's exhausting, or like I feel that. And so if you do, you're not alone. And if you know why you're like that, maybe drop it in the comments, because I don't know why. But yeah, it's definitely, I'd rather be the other person than. Yeah. And I'd rather receive than give, but I give more than I receive. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's episode. We hope you guys took some time to reflect and, like we said, really took all these messages and do something with this message, with all these messages. Really take the time to reflect and think about it and take action. So thank you for tuning in. If you know anyone who needs to hear this or maybe would want to reflect on these messages, please send this to them and share with them so they can feel like they're not alone. And they're part of, both of our thoughts and this conversation.
Exactly. And remind them how much you love them and maybe schedule that friendship date that maybe you kept forgetting, and by now it's like October and you were planning in August. It happens. Life moves by pretty fast. Yeah. But thank you so much for listening, everyone. And above all else, we wish you love. Bye, friends.